Hi and welcome back. In this new tutorial we're going to talk about custom fonts. Let's take another look at the game and how it currently looks. Down here we're displaying the caught apples as well as the ones we missed. But right now the font we're using is just Arial, not exactly the most exciting choice. It might be nice to use a different font, something that looks a bit more like a video game font. Let's see how we can do that. First I want to show you something. How can we actually find out which fonts are available to us? If you remember, down here in the render function, we're drawing text using the Canvas API. We set the font using the setFont function and then render the text with fill text. But how do we know what we can actually enter here? After all, we're just passing in a string, and we don't really have a way to know what our options are. Luckily, there's a function we can use, and we'll call it inside init. The function is called canvas getAvailableFonts. It returns an array of all fonts that are available on the system. To check that out, we'll simply log it using printDump. That's a helper function that outputs whatever you pass into the console. Now if I hit play and then stop, we get the list right here. At the top you'll see the Arial font we've been using, and below that are several other fonts that are installed on the system. We can use any of them, so let's try it out. I'll copy this one here. Just paste it in down here, hit play, and you'll see the font has changed. Let's try another one. Paste it in. And again, we can see the font updates. Now we've got two problems. First, these fonts aren't exactly beautiful. They are just standard system fonts and they're not really ideal for games. You usually want something a bit more unique. Second, this list of font isn't guaranteed to be the same on every machine. Just because they are available on my computer doesn't mean they'll exist on someone else's. There are only a handful of fonts we can reliably depend on. Arial is one of them. So really we have no choice. We need to get our own fonts and upload them. Let me show you how to do that. The first step is to go to a site like this one and download a font. This one is 1001freefonts.com. I filtered the list to only show fonts with a free license, so we're only seeing ones we can use freely. Now pick one that you really like and download it. For this example, I'm going with this one, Fancake. You can find the link to this font in the description below. Okay, now that we've downloaded the font, we can drag and drop it directly into our resources folder. That opens the importer window. As you can see, we've downloaded an OpenType font and we're going to import it now. Click Next, then select Create Automatic Subfolders and hit Import. You'll now see that something new has appeared. There's a new fonts folder inside our resources, and that's where our font is located. If we want to use this font in Canvas, we still need to add it to our project. We do that in the Canvas Fonts section. Open it up, create a new entry, and just drag the font in. Now it's loaded into the project and we can go back to our code. We've still got the printDump line at the top, so when we hit play, we should now see one more font in the list. And there it is, Fancake. I'll just copy that name and plug it in down here. Now when we press play, we should see our new font in action. And there we go, it works perfectly. That's really all there is to it. Next time we're going to move on to composition, and more specifically we'll take a look at post-processing. Until then, stay tuned!